key lessons are about aligning with organisations that can help you out, that can educate you. There is lots of organisations that are built around dealing with people with chronic pain that will teach you how to deal with it. You need to ask for help. You definitely need to ask for help. By asking the question is how you get the education. The more education you can have in the pain space, the better that you'll be. There is no one answer suits everybody. By just taking medications isn't going to make you perfect. You need to have a holistic program, and in many cases that involves from mental health, physical health, and then an actual physical program to improve the strength around the areas that your pain may be induced from. So it becomes quite complicated. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on which way you put it, I don't remember very much of the whole day. I can remember from about lunchtime that day, I was involved in the seating plan with one of the guys who was on the helicopter, Gary Robinson. We were looking at the seating plan. I was watching a movie in my room. One of the guys had walked in to ask me a question about the up and coming mission. And I was watching the movie Zombieland. I pressed pause, and then I kicked him out of my room so I could see the rest of the movie before I went into orders, and I woke up in Germany. And it was instantaneous. It was like I'd blinked and I had no idea where I was. I was in what seemed to be a body that had a lot of damage in it. My leg was raised up in front of me. I could see this massive hole in my leg. It made no sense at all. In the early days, the pain levels were tremendous. There's nothing I could liken them to, and hopefully you'll never understand anything you can liken them to. Every single touch of my body resulted in massive amounts of pain. It was just relentless. It was fatiguing. It was just they gave me epidurals to try to at least give me periods of time where that I couldn't feel the spinal stuff. And even having that procedure done was extremely painful. So, back in the early days, the pain levels were they were 10 out of 10, and sometimes you'd even call them 11 out of 10. They were literally, you were screaming in pain. Dark days, I think it's important that people understand a bit of normalisation. If you have pain, and you have lots of pain, and you truly understand what pain is, you have lots of dark days. They're there all the time. They're there sometimes before you go to bed. They're there sometimes when you wake up. They're there at different times during the day, because of those pain levels. Pain can really play with your mind. But again, reminding yourself that there's so much more to life than just sitting there and feeling pain. Do the things that you really like to do. I love getting out on my farm here and doing stuff. I love spending time with my children. I set targets for myself to make stuff. Whatever you do, whatever you like doing, do it. Dark days, they come and go, but there's plenty of light days.